you as an adult make friends because you're at a campus, and how do I make friends with people half my age?
Yeah.
That was what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a big believer as like we should love ourselves for who we are. So if people want to be friends with us because of how great we are, great. If they don't want to, I can't control that. But what am I doing to try to make friends? So if I'm in class, am I having conversations with people? Am I going to different areas where more of the students are at? And am I trying to interact? Am I joining fraternity, sorority? Am I joining groups on campus where I can then meet new people? That's one avenue. The other avenue, have you heard of like meetup.com? It's not a hookup site. It's not a dating site.
I used Meetup a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it just didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
So to me, where do we meet people as adults? School, work, religion, church, things like that. If we're not going to those establishments or we're not meeting friends those ways, one of the best ways that I know of, that I recommend with people, is joining new groups, looking at different sporting events. And if we're not a sports person, then not that. But why I like the meetup.com is if I like chess, I can find groups where there's chess. If there's people who like certain things, I can try to connect with like-minded people. And I get it. So I've done meetup in the past, and I've had good experiences and not good experiences.
Yeah.
But if I go and I not have great experiences, do I just say, all right, it's not for me, I don't go anymore? Or am I willing to give it another shot and see?
Yeah. Like I do church and stuff, and I have friends at church, and I'm part of TRIO, and I'm part of Disability Services that I made friends through there.
Great.
And I'm part of Student Activities Commission.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is like, it's uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah.
To have younger friends, and like I get along with them great, and then I'm like, wait, I'm like twice their age.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like awkward, because like the society that I grew up in,
Uh-huh.
and maybe you grew up in,
Mm-hmm.
it was not as socially acceptable to be friends with people your kid's age, to be friends with
Sure.
people half your age.
Right.
So
Do you feel like that's changed, where now it is more acceptable? I think it depends who you ask, though, right? If we have 10 people staying here, I think 5 would say, no, that's kind of weird. 5 people your own age. And I think there'd be 5 people who would say, like, who cares? As long as you're adults, it doesn't matter if it's 40, 20, 50, 30.
yeah.
We're all adults.
Yeah.
But to me, if it's not working out, though, then maybe it is the age, right? Maybe we just can't connect.